Yeah.
We back.
Yo, we back, man. We back.
Excited.
Man.
We back.
You got it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Culture and Currency. This your boys PRONTO here.
It's your boy Young Nice here. Dig.
Feels good to be back.
You know
episode
what I mean?
what we got? Episode 4 or 5? 4?
One of them.
All right, 4.5.
Episode 4.
All right. But now it feels good to be back in person, man.
In person, man. You know, fresh out, fresh from the Ukraine. I'm back. You know
Ukraine?
I've been on the low ski, but you know, I'm home now.
Yo, welcome back, bro. I'm glad you're safe, man.
Yeah.
Nah, but a lot of new music going on out there. A lot of current events going on. The climate right now is just crazy. So we're gonna touch on everything. But before we do that, make sure y'all click that link in the bio. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and definitely leave us a comment on your thoughts on the topics that we discuss here today.
You dig. I second
Let's
that.
get it. Yep. So how's everything been going with you though, bro?
Everything's good, man.
good?
You know what I'm saying? We roll into the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter.
It's about to be winter and everybody's feeling it.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to NY too. We're gonna be in NY next weekend, so make sure y'all tap in with us if
You
we're
know
gonna
what
be
I'm
out
saying?
there. We'll keep y'all posted. Madison Square Garden will be there. So
We got a
get it.
couple venues coming
All
up,
right, hey.
coming up in Madison Square
Let's get
Garden.
it,
You know
let's
what I'm
get
saying? But you know,
East Coast.
how your mental? How you doing?
You know, I'm just making it, baby. I'm trying to make it to the end of the year. If I can make it to December 31st, I'll be good.
Okay, what's gonna happen on January 1st then?
You know, man, just bringing in the new year right. That's
All right,
it.
say
That's
less,
it. I
say
mean,
less.
one day at a time.
That's
Day at a
right.
time. But so new music out there. Recently, I've been bumping that Nas KD3. Make sure y'all check out that KD3 review. You'll see that on our list of things coming up. Also, Dave East just dropped the Book of David. You know what I mean? Vado Long Run. Busta Rhymes just dropped his new EP, which is a 5-track EP called The Fuse Is Lit. So what did you think about those so far?
For the Davies, I feel like, you know, it's a DJ Drama hosted take.
Drama.
I like it.
Like it.
I feel like East. It's time for East to though be that star though. That you know he
He
could
be shying away from it, man. I don't know what's up with Eastboro, but I feel like his bars is
The
there.
bars
I
is
listened to it
there.
all the way through. His bars
Even
is
the
there.
beats is there, but
I need a little bit of that.
Yeah,
I need a
feel
little
like
bit of
it's
that
time for
jigginess.
East
You know what I
to
mean?
bring it back to what made me, you know, fall in love with his music from the beginning. Yo.
Yeah.
Vado, I mean, I listened to most of it, and I like that one too.
Yeah, Vado kind of staying his lane on that one too.
Yeah, and then Busta, salute to the legend. You know what I mean? You know, he's just making. I feel like he making music just to have fun. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's good to see our legend still putting in that work.
Facts. You definitely with East Joint. You definitely got to listen to that joint a couple times, and he's still spitting up there for sure. So he definitely spitting. I just be thinking like some of the beats with Drama, how that Hate Me Now come on. Yeah. I need that same energy. I ain't getting that energy in the beginning. Towards the middle, it kind of picks back up. But y'all definitely check that out. Also recently dropped this Rowdy Rich Feed the Streets #3, 38 Special Harry Fraud Beyond Belief, and that's pretty much it. We got some other people coming out soon too.
I want to check out that 38 and Harry Fraud, because 38 especially.
I don't know if I could listen to a whole 38 project though.
I like his punchline sometimes. He funny sometimes.
He be spitting, but a whole project, I don't know, bro.
I gotta hear it first. So.
I hear you.
Harry Fraud, you know, see what Harry Fraud you get though.
Facts. December 2nd, Heroes and Villains will be dropping by Metro Boomin, so I'm interested to see who's going to be on that. And also December 9th, we got Me vs. Myself, A Bookie with the Hoodie dropping. So if that date doesn't change, I'd be interested to hear that as well.
Okay, we got something to look forward to for the
A lot
holidays.
of music dropping.
Fab,
Everybody trying to get it in.
Fab, where you at? We need you.
I feel like
we need you, Fab.
Thanksgiving has been that time.
Yeah.
So he could be coming out with something. You never know.
Fab,
you never
where you
know.
at, man? There's an APB out for Fab, nigga.
But kind of speaking on that lane, recently when Nas dropped, kind of close to Drake and 21 Savage's dropping, 21 Savage said Nas is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? But he has a core fan following.
He makes good ass music.
So what you think about that? Let me know how you feel about that one.
Well, first of all, it was on a Clubhouse interview where Clubhouse where they be talking, just talking
niggas
the shit.
Still be on Clubhouse?
Yeah. They just be shooting the shit. But motherfucker was saying, I guess because Drake and 21 put their album out a week before or 2 weeks. So they was like, so what about Nas? He was like, yo, Nas, I feel like Nas not relevant. But I feel like he chose the wrong words because Nas is relevant. To be putting out this music 30 years later, he's still relevant.
Fact. You can't be not relevant if you still dropping music and people are still listening.
He might should have said Nas ain't the youth. People my age don't really.
Right.
But I can't even agree with that.
I would have just said like we in two different categories. Nas is a legend, and I'm trying to get to legend
I wouldn't
status.
even say nothing.
Yeah.
Why are you speaking? There's certain people in the game
You just don't speak on.
Just
Yeah,
leave
you gotta
alone,
pay that homage. You gotta pay that homage. And don't speak on.
Without Nas, there's no 21, no Drake, no whoever. You know what I mean? But I mean, he came back around and said, I ain't mean to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes
I don't mean
too,
to diss
like
the legends or nothing like that.
And that's the thing, sometimes too, like everything is under a microscope. So sometimes everything don't need to be, kind of like blown out of proportion.
But you gotta also be aware of what you're saying too, yo, because that shit gonna.
That's true. But even like I was watching the Jeezy joint on Drink Champs, and he was basically saying like how when him and Nas they had a conversation, and with the whole hip hop is dead thing, and it wasn't even Jeezy went off on a tangent trying to make it something more than what it was, and when Nas came at him, he kind of sunned him without disrespecting him. You know what I'm saying? Just on some legend shit like Nas like Peace King, what's up? And Jeezy on 100, but by the end of the conversation, he like, damn, like Nas ain't even mean nothing like that. I was tripping. You feel me?
Jeezy went off on, I think it was Moni Love on the radio because she was asking about that shit.
Yeah. But it just goes to show you to where hip hop has grown. And back in the day, sometimes it would have been like, oh, well, no, like Nas got to go at 21. And I mean, so.
But that's how smart Nas is, too, to even put a statement like hip hop is dead because he knew he was going to start some shit.
Yeah, he was. But, big ups to Nas.
Yeah.
And have you seen the memes? The Drake and the 21 memes?
We got to throw it in. We got to throw it in.
Throw the memes up. Clip that shit up. Throw the memes up.
I seen it, yo. It's the internet is undefeated. That's all I'm gonna say. It's disgusting, but it's undefeated, yo.
I rock with the album, but the memes is crazy. Y'all can't be doing my man Drake like that.
Yeah. It's disgusting, man.
Yeah,
but it's the internet, man. What do you expect?
Speaking of that, we do have the Grammys coming up. Kendrick Lamar is leading the nominations.
Wow.
And Grammy nominations. Also, my guy Push has been nominated for Album of the Year. I don't know if he'll win or not, but just to have a nomination when you're not really pushing for that is showing that, that's something to be reckoned with.
Concert, his tour, he's definitely letting you know the backdrop says Album of the Year, so he's going for it. But
I feel like he might have the Album of the Year.
Who's your list? You got a list of the category? You don't got the list?
I can pull it up. I don't got the list.
He don't got the list.
Damn, dog! Like you ain't tell me that's where we was going with it.
I don't know. I mean, we rolling, so I don't know. I thought, but Push definitely could have Album of the Year. Would you throw King's Disease 3 in there? We're gonna do our yearly wrap up, but we're talking early right
now. Nah.
Why not? Because it came towards the end of the year. Remember, I put Mad Shit for number 1 last year.
Oh, let me see who they got. They got Vibe Out with the best rap albums 2022. Off Season is in there. J. Cole.
But damn, that shit old as shit.
Listen, I hear you. I'm just saying this is what they say.
Is this from this year? That's last year.
That's last year? Oh, I'm tripping.
Grammy gonna be 23.
My bad.
We ain't gotta look it up. I thought.
Nah. Let's get into it. You gonna put me on the spot?
I thought you were doing your journalistic thing.
Let's do it. You gonna put me on the spot? Let's get it.
I thought Tom Brokaw had his damn.
Nah. I ain't did no research, y'all. So don't quote me. Please don't quote me. What do we got? Let's see. Rap Album of the Year. So we got.
There's probably some weird shit in there too.
But see, the thing is with the Grammys, they do like best rap performance. So best rap performance, they want God Did, Vegas by Doja Cat, Pushin' P by Gunna, Future, and Young Thug, F&F, Let's Go by Glorilla, and The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar. I think Glorilla might win that shit.
But it's the Grammys. I think God Did gonna win that.
Yeah, you might be right.
If it was the BT Award, Gorilla will win that, yo.
Yo, all right, so best rap album. We got God Did by DJ Khaled, I Never Like You by Future. What's that? That's one where he's sitting in the back of the Maybach with the purple on?
That's the shit that came out this summer with City on Fire.
Future better than that. I mean, Pusha T shit better than that.
Okay, that's your opinion.
That's not even close.
I didn't.
But
I
just
just said
saying,
that
like,
Future album kind of hard though. City on Fire.
Is it really rap?
With Tim's?
Is the question.
We not getting into that discussion. Cause
it's not a rap though.
It's Future.
Future's not a rapper.
We not. That's not what they basing it off of.
I'm just saying. I'm saying from my perspective, you can't. Future to me could never get best rap album of the year.
Or can he? Because Macklemore
He's not a rapper.
Macklemore did.
And you see the backlash they got from that. J. Cole called them out on that.
Okay, but this is the Grammys. Like this is they.
But
they
the
don't,
but listen, the Grammys is in a state of emergency right now.
You
Everybody,
think?
yeah, everybody is.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is, bro. Everybody is just claiming the Grammys. Think about it, if they wasn't, Pusha T would never be nominated if they weren't.
It don't matter. They're gonna go get the next person.
I'm just saying, but
Grammys is more politics.
It is, but what I'm saying is, people is calling them out on their politics. So now they kind of like in a scramble. Not saying that like the Grammys ain't gonna be the Grammys. It's always gonna be that, but they're also in a scramble to get their recognition back. Where it has to be something. You know what I'm saying? Because
this is
niggas ain't really watching the Grammys.
And them boycotted in 90s.
That's the thing, but I'm
90s,
saying they got it wrong
90s.
so much. That's why they giving Kendrick so many nominations, because they got it wrong so much. Like, they didn't give Kendrick Good Kid, Mad City, but now they trying to give it to him now. You feel me?
What you saying,
they did Nas wrong. Oh, and now Nas got a next. Basically, was like, all right, whenever Nas get
28 years later.
Yeah, when Nas get an album that we can try to snub him in there, we gonna snub him in. You feel me?
But they've got different people in these. They got like.
But they're trying to get their reputation back.
Ninth Wonder and they're voting.
That's the thing. They're trying to get their reputation.
They're never gonna get it right, but try to. I see what they try to do. Like, no, I wouldn't say Future is a rapper, but they're gonna go through each genre of rap. They consider rap as like one big genre.
Kendrick got to get it, or Pusha got to get it. Otherwise,
I don't think Future gonna win. I'm just saying that album was fire though to me. City on Fire.
The album is
that
good.
Shit with Tim's, that shit with Tim's might win us song of the year.
Yeah, that shit is. Nah, that shit is. That's a song of like.
So what do you call? That could be song of the year. What do you call Future then if he's not a rapper?
He's an artist. Yeah, he kind of like borderline pop artist for real. I mean, he raps, but he's not like
a backpack.
Nah, not even backpack. He's not like.
I know what you're saying.
He's not the best street rapper. He's not the best backpack rapper. He's just he could make a good song. Like he could make a good song, but he's not the best. Like
he can make a good album.
He can make a good album, but
it's been a while.
But it's not the best rap album though. Like if anything, I would say like
best trap album.
It
ain't even the best trap.
Right. It's what I'm saying. Like so, it's like. But I understand his significance. Not saying like he's not important. Like Future is definitely like one of the best like influences of like the new school artists. Like you wouldn't have a little baby if you ain't have Future. You wouldn't have a 21 if you ain't have Future.
This the part that's not gonna go out on the internet for the promo. Hold up, cause this what be happening. Like you done said all that, but the headline gonna be
They gonna leave that part out. Like they gonna leave that part out.
Future ain't not a rapper,
right? But
I see what you saying though. But it's the Grammys. They never gonna be like trap album of the year.
Yeah, right.
It's always gonna rap. Even the whole Nicki Minaj thing where her song was considered Pop or something.
Yeah.
And they was like,
she is pop. That was a pop song though.
It was, but what's the girl? Big Energy.
Oh, Lotto.
They had her for Big rap Energy. Or something.
But that gotta be pop versa. Too. That gotta be pop.
But
too,
that's
then.
what they were saying. It was like, oh, y'all gonna put her as hip hop or rap, knowing that she could have a better chance to win. But you put me over here with Taylor Swift, Adele.
Yeah, you got to stop that. But anyway,
yeah,
I think it's almost dry. I gotta win. Shout out to Virginia Beach. Shout out to Norfolk 757. I feel like that's gonna be it. But
we'll see.
Other ones, other out there, you know, best rap song of the year. God did "Wait for You" with Drake and Future, Pushin P. Churchill Downs with Jake Harlow and Drake.
They Pushin P out there.
Yeah, like that is kind of weird. Like they shooting for that.
That wasn't even the hardest song on his album.
The Heart Part 5 with Kendrick Lamar. What's that? What's the Heart Part 5?
That shit before his album came out, he was on that Marvin Gaye sample.
How'd it go?
Do I need to play it?
Let's play it, man.
Kendrick, don't get us. We might blank this out on YouTube, guys, but we're gonna play.
K-Dot.
We're gonna play it for our damn Apple Music.
I feel like that
listeners.
God did might win though.
It could.
But Wait for You with Future and Drake.
That shit sound more Grammy like.
That do sound more Grammy like.
What's the name of that
The
shit?
Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar.
You know that shit when it first come on.
After that,
that's when he going in.
Not best rap song. Nah. He did go in, but not best rap song. Like,
it's a song. It's rap. It came out.
Is it the best?
Between what?
The best rap song?
Between that category they got?
Give me one good bar on that song. It can't be the best. It can't be the best rap song if you can't think of one bar on the song.
God did then. I'm going God did.
I'm gonna Wait for You.
But Wait for You to me would be a song the Grammys choose because it's for everybody.
Nigga, it's for me. It's for me.
God did ain't even formatted right to be a song. It's just straight bars. Like, so I can see Wait for You winning.
I'll take it Wait for You,
But it's Jay-Z too now. I don't know. And Khaled.
Yeah.
It depends.
Hov winning, but I feel like it got to be God did or Wait for You, but that shit ain't winning, Kendrick. I'm sorry. Like, not saying he ain't spitting, but
you'd be surprised. Grammys is also about that narrative, like, oh, Kendrick Lamar's back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's nominated.
That don't mean shit. All right.
It don't to you.
Best melodic rap performance, we got
what
Beautiful.
Does that mean?
I don't know. Beautiful, DJ Khaled featuring Future and SZA. Wait for You, Future, Drake, Tim's, First Class. First Class might win that shit.
I don't know. That Drake and Tim's, yo.
Nah.
That might be right. They might be taking some awards. You got Drake on it, yo.
Die Hard with Kendrick, Blix, and Amanda Riffer. I like that one too.
Song, but I don't know if it's
Big Energy, Lotto. She might win that shit.
Yeah, cause she got that Mariah.
Yeah, that's heavy. I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it'll definitely be interesting. I mean, I'm glad we got to debate it here. But I think it's definitely gonna be interesting. I'm gonna actually tune in. Live? YouTube live?
We can do that. I mean, the Grammys is a long ass show.
Rap part, just a rap. we gotta get the schedule. We will be right back in a half an hour. But
definitely, if we're not doing it live, we could do reactions.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Also, speaking of that, Glorilla, shout out to Glorilla. She's been nominated. She's on one of Yo Gotti's new artists, and I think that's kind of big for her. Like, I feel like they're kind of putting a platform to kind of make her like the next big thing. Like, if you think about it, after Nicki, after Cardi, that spot is kind of open. Like, they already solidified. Like, if Cardi don't come out with nothing else, she's good.
But if Big Energy though, it seem like they pushing.
I feel like Lotto and Glorilla is kind of two different categories.
Yeah, but think about Nicki. She came out hard and
Nicki's
then they went pop.
Yeah, Nicki's done. Like, I mean,
she's been done.
She's done. I mean, but
I always got Cardi though.
But Lotto, I feel like Lotto could kind of be be that. But I feel what you're saying. But it could be two. It could be two.
It depends on her next. Depends what direction she going.
She going. Yeah, I feel
like Gorilla up on a
Gotti.
She gonna be hard, but at the same time, she gonna eventually
make that move to where it could cross over, but not be poppy. Yeah. I feel like. But yeah, shout out to her. Speaking of Gotti, what you think about Gotti? I like Angela. I got a crush on Angela
he finally
Simmons.
Got it. I can't tell I don't know the details of what's going on, but from the looks of things, persistence is key.
And get the bag. You gotta get the bag.
Yeah, you definitely
don't leave the bag out. But, it definitely helps.
Definitely, but you know what I mean? Be persistent, guys. Don't quit. But what you think about it?
No, I shout out to Gotti. I mean, I feel like
we don't even know we just going by what the
blogs is saying,
but you know, for her to be hanging out with him like that, like.
But I feel like it's all about timing too. I think she was going through some stuff. It wasn't the right timing. Yeah.
I think
Gotti was persistent though.
I think
I ain't gonna lie, Gotti was persistent. Cause
the father of her child got killed or something, but they weren't together. But still, you know.
Right, that definitely has an effect, and I think it's about time. I feel like Gotti's in a good place now where he's making music, but he's more like being being a businessman, and I feel like he definitely got his thing in order. So
she might like that. She might not like when
he was in the street. Yeah, like you know, Gotti was kind of still moving, but I feel like you know, everything is about timing. So I wish if him and Angela are together, I wish them the best of luck. I fuck with Gotti. I like Gotti. You know, and then it is what it is. But speaking of that, next some sad news. Shout out to the 3 teens that were killed in that Virginia shooting. It's a sad, unfortunate event. 3 football players were killed, and then also the life of the shooter is changed forever. Yeah. His father kind of came out and said like he you know regrets the things that his son did, but it's just sad to see to me any college shooting because kids are going to better themselves, and the fact that it was 4 black kids involved, you know, their lives will never be the same, and it's kind of definitely sad to see.
The shooter, he just had a birthday in jail.
Damn.
But I mean, I don't know. You never know what's going through somebody's
I think it probably some hazing involved, possibly. But
he used to be on the team, I think.
But no, I when I was reading one of the articles, he said like he was a good football player as well, and he had like graduated high school, I think, with like a 4.2 GPA. So he wasn't like
dummy.
He wasn't a dumb kid, but
that's be the ones that damn pop off.
But I think it's just sometimes too, you don't know what will be going on at some of these schools sometimes, you know, and sometimes like something that may seem minor or overlooked, like it's just kids being kids, or but these are really young adults at the same time. So it's sad to see. I pray for the family of the kids that were killed and the
But I don't think gun violence is the way to.
Nah, I don't.
I mean, even if you got hazed or something, like damn.
I think you got to stand up for yourself as one, but also 2, you have to get the teacher and faculty involved. Then if the teacher and faculty don't do nothing, then that's something completely different. You feel me?
You get the streets involved. So you stay back up. you
might gotta leave.
Stay out of it.
You get the lawyers involved. You press lawsuits. You know, like
you might have to call back home. Like if I'm in school in Greensboro, I'll call the Lumberton. Yo, what's up? Y'all coming through? Homecoming. Yeah. No, but you know what I mean? But it's a sad situation because really 3 people's lives was lost, but really 4 people's lives was lost.
And I think sometimes too, you got to tell your parents, you know, it's like you have to be comfortable enough to tell your parents. And parents, you got to still be involved in some of your kids' lives, you know, with
especially
them being
in college too,
you know, kids being, I feel like them being under 21, under 22, you know, it's like they still learning, you know, and still kind of figuring things out and still kind of kids to that point. You still a teenager. So kids mature differently.
College is like, I done seen it. People get influenced easily. One week they friends. These guys are friends. Next
week
like
grade 13.
Enemies.
It's grade 13 if you think about it. But it's just sad to see.
Yeah.
Speaking also on another sad note, I forgot the lady's young name. I'm gonna look it up in a second. But the lady from Charlotte that got killed on vacation with her friends. Yep.
Yeah, that's a sad situation, and it's a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
Just from the video to the mom saying like, yo, they brought her bags back, and you know what I'm saying, they left her out there basically.
Yeah.
Yo, like,
so her name is Shanquilla Robinson. So she was killed while on vacation with her friends. There's been a couple different alleged stories going out, but one has been that her friends basically stole almost $10,000 from her after she paid for the Airbnb and the trip that she was on. And there was a fight that went on with some of her friends, and I think they like broke her spine or slammed her and kind of broke her spine.
One girl did.
Yeah, so it's just definitely.
And they recorded it, and even I think it was a gay dude out there saying, "Fight back! Aren't you gonna fight back?" Like, and I ain't really like. After I seen the video, I was like, I ain't even want to read what they got to say and shit. But my question is it's gonna be hard for justice because it happened in Mexico, and then Mexico authorities, when they first put the statement out, they was like, it was no foul play.
Damn.
This was before the video came out though, so I don't know.
Nah, I think something's going to happen. I think U.S. is in good relations with Mexico for the most part. So I think definitely she will get justice. But to me, it's just sad that it has to get to this point where like her family has to go for justice when you're going on a trip for vacation.
But they said all. But I'm gonna tell you on Twitter though, after that shit, like every single one of her friends, they addresses, phone numbers, all of that was. Somebody found that shit and they was retweeting it, posting it.
Damn.
Yeah. So I mean, good luck to
but
those.
To me, it's just like it's like on thing. Like me and you go on vacation. All right. I gotta look out for you. You gotta look out for me.
Right.
Until we get back home. We
Especially
get back home. It's whatever.
Fucking country.
Yeah,
nigga.
we in Mexico. Like
I'm like,
so
whatever that is, y'all just chill.
Yeah,
nigga.
but also too, you have to be mindful who you going out the country with. It's not like she went to California with somebody else. All right, cool. If you go to California with somebody, y'all don't get along, you can catch a flight back. You in a whole different country.
Or all 5 of them probably be locked up right now too, though.
They would. So it's different. But you definitely have to be mindful who you befriend and who you go on vacation with. So,
but do you think it's a setup? Because they was like that shit happened in less than 24 hours. Like it was something like I get it, but I feel like it's something fishy.
But if it was a setup, then what y'all gonna do? She paid for the Airbnb. What y'all gonna kick her out?
I just feel like it was some hating shit from probably before this. You can't just be hating somebody.
I agree with you on that, but at the same time, but why go all the way to Mexico to do that?
I don't think the intentions was to kill her, but I think the intentions was to fuck her ass up.
That to me, that's just corny.
But these kids is young. Like some of this shit, you just be puzzled. Why? Even going back to the football dude, it's like, why? Like, nigga, why?
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, you pull that hammer out, you gotta know, like, especially ain't nothing going on. You just pull it out, like shooting.
No. Which one you talking about? The Charlotte or?
No, I went back to I'm just saying,
okay.
The whole thing is like, why?
I feel you. I feel like in both scenarios it could have easily been avoided.
Yeah,
but
we living in a time where
people not thinking.
They ain't thinking. They ain't got no patience. They just.
It's not even that. I feel like with black people, it's like they just don't have that sense of like, gratification for life. You know, so that's the other thing. So lives do matter, and once you take people's lives, it's over.
Yeah.
And kind of let's kind of tailor that conversation. But also, still speaking, LeBron James and Maverick Carter of the Spring Hill Company showed a trailer to the Nipsey Hussle documentary. So it's sad to see that Nipsey is gone, but I feel like that documentary would definitely be good. Definitely to contribute to his legacy. It's a lot of older footage of him as a young child and kind of him showing his gradual change to who he became when he was a man before he ultimately got killed. So it's still sad to say when I hear Nipsey. I'm like, damn. I just be thinking like he's still here sometimes, but. Yeah. It's
that
one of those
shit
things.
happened right before the pandemic too, so you know it was a while ago now.
Yep.
Kobe too, like sometimes I be like, damn.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
but you know, I definitely want to tune into that that documentary because most time LeBron and Maverick and they group they kind of put it together pretty good. So
I feel like it was LeBron's good PR team to kind of put that out there to try to dodge that bullet of the Kyrie situation going on out there. So they had that one in the tuck. They still trying to keep their black card. So I mean,
Kanye,
I can understand it.
Release the Kanye footage.
Release it. Let's get it. But speaking of that though, what you think about the backlash that Dave Chappelle has received from his little stand up with SNL?
Fuck him. I ride with Chappelle, Ye, and Irvin, Kyrie, you know. But no, it's just go to show like we're in a sensitive ass time where if one motherfucker say something that he don't like, and you,
everybody gonna hop
what's
in
the name
bandwagon.
of the Defamation League? Or something?
Anti-Defamation League, yeah.
He came out and made a tweet or statement saying.
But where are these people at when it's stuff going on in the black community? Like if it's really that deep, like
it's a joke.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how is it an Anti-Defamation League when, stuff like this gets said like about black people all the time? You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like where is it at when it comes to hip hop music?
They're abusing the power because they're getting away with it. So we gotta stand up as a people and shut this shit down. Bro.
Right. But I feel like I appreciate Dave Chappelle for kind of speaking on it, and two, it's just like nobody else, no real stars that really came up to really kind of say anything about it. Everybody's kind of just waiting for it to blow over. Like, but it's a true fact. Like, and also too, there was another article that was published. I forgot the guy's name, but in the Los Angeles Times, basically just outlining all the people that run these Hollywood companies and the CEOs. Like, just happen to be Jewish. But the guy that wrote the article is Jewish. Yeah. So it's like, it's just kind of crazy.
What's the name? They asked Seinfeld about how he felt about that.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, I saw Seinfeld reply, and it was just like.
It was just almost like he said, I liked it, but it needs to be a conversation had.
Yeah, like,
ain't no
what
fucking conversation.
Like, this is comedy. Like,
if any conversation is going to be Ye and Dave Chappelle, yo.
Right, but the thing is, too, like, we're talking about the same Dave Chappelle. Had the Chappelle show, did the race drafts. Nobody had nothing to say back then.
Well, that's why he ain't on TV.
You feel me?
They definitely was trying to get rid of him to stop doing that race. It's like, if you're going to sign this deal, you got to cut that racist shit out.
But what I'm saying is, it was no backlash then. Let's ban Dave Chappelle. I feel like if you're a comedian and you're talking about everything current and not only singling out certain people, like, come on.
You know the
like,
difference between then and now, though? It wasn't no cancel culture. Like, whatever that is.
Culture different. This cancel culture.
I mean, people was outraged, but it wasn't like it wasn't going to do nothing.
We might get canceled, but it's all due to LGBTQ, bro. Like, I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus, but they started that shit.
They did.
Like, they definitely did. They started it. And I feel like it's almost to their detriment. Yeah. Like, I don't have anything against gay people, but they started that cancel culture, and then it's like, okay, oh, well, so-and-so did this. Okay, they good now. Like, Kanye is one of the first rap artists to really stand up for the LGBTQ. Yeah. And they tried to cancel him, too. Like, it was kind of crazy. Like,
the trans trying to cancel Dave, and he was like, I got trans friends.
Right.
He got they just take bits and pieces, because even he was like, man, I got hella Jewish friends. Like,
that's crazy. You don't, and the thing is, you don't get to be where Dave Chappelle is or Kanye is without having some type of friends that are Jewish or white, whatever you want to call it. But the top friends ain't black. I can tell you that. Like, to be honest, that's the only thing I can tell you.
The Jews that's mad have no reason. I understand your history. That's just like me being mad because my great-great-grandma was a slave and I'm mad today. Like,
right.
I could be upset, but I'm not going to take it out on nobody.
The thing is, black people had no part in that. We ain't had no power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had zero power in any of that, any of the things, any of the oppression, the so-called oppression that happened to Jewish people. Black people had no power in that. So you can't get mad at somebody that's still being, we're still being oppressed. So you can't get mad at somebody that's still being oppressed and y'all fine.
But they mad about something that happened on other soil. It didn't even happen over here.
Right.
Like years ago, like Hitler and all that shit. What do we got to do with that? Like, I mean,
nothing.
And if black people talk about it, it's like, oh, you can't speak on this shit. You know?
Nah, we can speak on that shit. It's just
new agenda. Come on over, Dave Chappelle, Kanye, Kyrie. Come on through. We got the hot seat for you. Yo.
Facts. But yeah, man, it's just a lot going on, bro. And to me, I feel like ultimately the climate will change, but it also depends on right now. It kind of puts into light. Trump recently announced that he's running for office. Mm-hmm. But the state of the United States also kind of show you what happens when you have bad leadership. Mm-hmm. So I'm not a Trump fan. I'm not a Biden fan. Mm-hmm. But it seems like when Barack Obama was president, even though I didn't agree with every policy that he was kind of enforcing, mm-hmm. he did have a sense of control when it comes to leadership, mm-hmm. handling confrontation, handling outbreaks. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had Ebola outbreak, mm-hmm. but that was handled appropriately. I don't feel like COVID would have hit the same if Obama was president. Right. So that sense of leadership is definitely broken down. It's I feel like, so I feel like with Biden being president, he hasn't dictated any good leadership qualities a lot of the time. What
you said off camera, you were saying like it's the age factor too.
It's the age
factor.
Even
if Trump get back in, he's in his 70s?
He in his 70s.
why we got 70 and 80-year-old motherfuckers running the fucking country?
I feel like that, like in today's climate, we definitely need people that's in tune with social media, in tune with technology, mm-hmm. in tune with everything that's changing out there as far as culture. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know what's going on. You have to know what these young people are thinking, but also where we're headed. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think Barack just displayed a lot of that knowledge. Right. And you could tell, like, I happen to watch like a lot of the speeches because I be kind of interested in what it does with the business aspect, how it's affecting stocks and stuff. So when I hear Biden talk, and it's almost like they try to prep him for certain questions that they want him to answer. Mm-hmm. But even then, he's still so incoherent, he can't even answer them right. He's like, well. I mean, he's yada, yada, yada. I don't care.
That's like somebody's
that's your job, though.
Or grandfather
Bro,
running the president.
You go to work and you won't be able to answer a question. See what happened to you.
My man, you know what I mean? At your job now, if somebody's 70 years old, you be like, this nigga,
he need to be done. He need to be done.
Matter of fact, they ain't gonna hire his ass, yo.
Nah. I don't feel like he should have won, but it was only him and Trump at the end of the day.
That's the two evils.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
I mean,
it ain't.
We can go back to Biden putting people, these laws he made years ago.
That's what I'm saying. How is it the lesser of two evils if people are doing now worse than it was when Trump was in office?
I mean, he set it up though. He started it.
Biden finished it, nigga.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's almost like Obama. A lot of stuff he couldn't get done because George Bush, the president before him.
Yeah, that's true too.
So I mean,
agree with you. But nah, like some things Biden is putting into play where I see it. But as far when you talk about like from the black perspective,
Biden was just there to get rid of Trump. Man.
He was, but no, but some of the policies he's trying to put into play, is it going to help black people? It's out there for everybody. So that's my whole thing is, what are you doing specifically for black culture that helped you get in the office?
Our people got to realize
it ain't
going to happen.
It ain't for us.
It's never happened. It's 2023, basically, might as well say that.
Facts.
We ain't got our reparations yet.
Man,
What's my 40 acres in a fucking mule, nigga?
Short, bro. You ain't getting 4 acres. You ain't getting 4 acres.
We just hang it up. I mean, it's the talk, but I mean, people gonna like, oh, people like you is the reason why, because we're gonna give up. Like, nah, I'm a realist. Like, nah, nigga, we ain't getting that shit.
Right.
No matter who's in, we had a black president. No matter what the black president
There's been plenty of opportunity. What I'm about to say, there's been plenty of opportunity.
No matter what they try, shit gonna get shot down. Depends on who's running the Senate and the House and all that shit.
Did you see some of the posts that was still on some of the electoral ballots in some of these states?
Yeah, I ain't watching.
Some of these states it still be like, kind of like the. I'll find it, but it's kind of like wording that 13th Amendment. Like, so do you think if people go to basically like to prison or commit a crime, we should abolish laws that like basically make them a slave? The shit was close. Like, it was like some of these states. I know Louisiana was one. The shit was like 60 to 40%, bro. I'm like, damn, like we're still in the climate now to where
you know why it's not gonna change? Because it's being passed down. A lot of this racist shit now is people our age that don't even know what fuck, you know what I'm saying, wasn't even around in that time. So this shit just gonna be passed down generation. All you need to do is teach your people what's real. That's why, like, when Kyrie said what he say, Kanye, it's too real. They want to shut it down. Like, they don't want you to know the real. What Kyrie say about the book, yo?
I agree.
What's that quote he said about the book?
Want to hide something from a nigga, put in the book.
He said he didn't start learning who he was until he started, you know what I'm saying, reading this shit.
Right.
So,
yeah. I'm actually trying to look it up now. Where on several ballots, it was, Louisiana was a state that basically reworded it to where should slavery be legal if you commit a crime.
I mean, this them states they ain't ever changing, yo.
But the wording on the questions was even more tricky.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, should we abolish slavery? It wasn't nothing like that.
Why it's tricky?
The wording was tricky, and people, you can almost vote for the wrong thing if you don't really look for it appropriately. So when you're in a voting booth, you can be jittery so much because it could be a long line, and you want to make sure. One, if you're just going Democrat down the line, that's fine. But sometimes there are other questions you have to answer. So you're not really paying attention. So the wording can be tricky, and especially some of these other states to where the literacy rate can be it can be up in the air sometimes. You're not really paying attention. I think Oklahoma was another one. It's just crazy. It's just crazy though, bro.
I don't think it's just what's been going on for so long, yo.
Yeah.
I feel like back in the day they wouldn't being more tricky about it, but because of, we're in the 2023 this time, of course you still racist, but it's gonna be more tricky racist, yo.
Yeah, bro. That's the worst thing about it. I mean, and we kind of went on a tangent with it, but that's how it is. The agenda's new. The agenda's new. It's not the same thing no more.
Nope.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, let us know what y'all think about a lot of the topics we discussed there. And I think we're gonna be, we're gonna tap with the people, as these new events kind of come to merge. I'm interested to hear what's gonna come into play to the second half of Biden's run. A lot of changes gonna be done, especially like as we try to make that move forward to like electronic and stuff like that. Well, electronic vehicles. Different energies and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be definitely interesting. And
do you think it's going to be another world war? It seems like every day I see something.
I want to say no.
These nuclear shit.
I don't. one of them guys. You know me, but I don't believe half the shit I see anyway. So
they showing it.
Who's this? But they also a lot of this Kanye and Kyrie stuff, there's a distraction because during that time they had the G20 summit.
Yeah.
And you don't hear no news from that. But it's so-called Putin's health is in shambles. So there might be somewhat of an issue.
That about, what's the name? A couple years, the North Korea
Kim Jong-un?
They said you don't even see him no more, yo.
But is it his health or is it him just
Yeah, you never know.
You don't
You're
know.
Not gonna know.
We don't control the media,
and
we know who controls the media.
Yeah,
it's different. I mean,
that brings us back.
I mean, so
full circle.
It's the whole thing of you got to be smart enough to watch shit with almost like a filter. So that's the thing. Mm-hmm. It was a bomb, so called, in Poland where somebody was killed, but we don't know where that. They saying it's coming from Russia, but Russia ain't really acknowledged it yet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing. So we got to be careful. And are they doing that to kind of say like to get the leaders at the G20 summit to, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know the narrative that's kind of going on.
Yeah,
so
you never know.
Yeah,
all them niggas probably behind the scenes laughing, drinking,
right.
Tito's.
And the other thing is like they said that Putin has put his money in I forgot the country. It could be like it's some country in Russia. I mean in Africa. Like the Central Republic of Africa, I believe. But they were saying that he stored a lot of his money over there. That's another thing. So it's like a lot of these stories you're getting it from our media. You're not getting it from Russia's media or some of these other countries. So
Russia's media banned for you.
Right, but I'm saying, but that's the thing. You can't take everything for a fact because you don't know the source that it's coming from. So that's the other thing. So it's just like we gotta be careful. But to answer your question, I don't think a third war is going on. Mm-hmm. Not saying we won't come close or we're not getting ready for it, but ultimately, I don't think a third war is coming on because it's not gonna be good for anybody.
Definitely not.
Will Russia agree to that? You know what I mean?
Russia's ready, yo. They're ready for whatever. But of course, I mean,
China's ready.
Yeah, Russia gonna have to team up with somebody because
China.
If they can't beat,
they
Ukraine,
you got China, Russia, Brazil. They all in. I forgot what they call it, but they're all in one group where they kind of collectively coming together.
They got to because they can't follow the Ukraine.
But the U.S. is tricky though. Like U.S. is always trying to play the bad guy, but they have their hand in the pot. Like I did this, I did that. You know what I'm saying? But we'll try to hide our hand behind our back like we ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
So that's the other thing. But ultimately, I think it'll be resolved soon. And I think once it is resolved, you'll see the economy skyrocket. You'll see Russia come back to life.
And you'll see Brittany Griner home?
No, not necessarily, bro. Not necessarily.
Free Brittany.
Free Brittany. I mean, I feel like
they moved her to what they say is one of the worst prisons out there. They move her like be 300 miles from Moscow.
Damn.
I forgot what they call them, but it's like one of the basically it's intense, one of the worst type of prisons you could be in Russia. Yo. It's some kind of camp. I forgot it's a certain word they were saying, yo. But even that situation is crazy, yo.
Yeah, that shit is definitely crazy because I feel like she it's the crime. I'm sorry, the punishment didn't necessarily fit the crime. I mean, it's
a statement.
But you also have to be careful where you at.
Yes.
I don't think I would have been in Russia.
I wouldn't have been there, and I wouldn't have been smoking there if I was there.
I'm not going, bro. Like in this
climate,
been
going all that time though.
I don't give a damn. That don't make it right.
It don't make it right till something happen though.
Right, that's true, but I'm not going, bro. In this climate right now, I ain't going.
That's another thing that comes back. I don't want to say blame it on WNBA, but they can't pay their women enough for where they ain't nobody in the NBA going overseas to play in the summer, yo.
Yeah, true.
Anywhere. Unless they just ain't on the team no more.
That's true. Yeah. But shout out to Kyrie. Kyrie was helping them out during the pandemic. I mean,
they don't highlight that.
They don't highlight that. And he just helped the lady that just got killed. That we previously mentioned. He gave her $65,000 to her GoFundMe. So shout out to Kyrie for that. But let us know what y'all think. We're gonna wrap it up for this episode. Yeah. And definitely stay tuned. We will bring y'all more content, and we'll go from there.
We back. You know what I'm saying? Expect to see us in person a little bit more.
We back.
You know what I'm saying? About to get these interviews, guests, hitting up different ventures, different venues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We are the coaches. New agenda, baby.
Let's get it.
You dig?
Over and out.